This is group of Jonah Gozon. Charis Mapsa is the facilitator of this group. Fauvism. Fauvism is a style of painting that flourished in France around the turn of the 20th century. Modern artists whose works emphasize painterly qualities and strong color. Fauvi artists use pure, brilliant color aggressively applied straight from the paint tubes to create a sense of an explosion on the canvas. Fauvism have a characteristic. Number 1. A radical use of colors that separated color from its usual representational and realistic role, giving new emotional meaning to the colors, creating a strong, united work that appears flat on the canvas. Sharing individual expressions and emotions of the painter instead of what painting based on the theories of what painting should look like with object represent. Bold brush stroke using point straight from the tube instead preparing and mixing it. Ang Fauvism is a style of painting that flourished in France, returned in 20th century. They paint their qualities strong color. The characteristic of Fauvism is a use of colors that separate sa line color. They give emotional meanings of colors. Sa ilahang pag-paint, di bold brush stroke ang ilang pag-paint. Point straight to the tube. Fauvism started in 1905. Fauvism is the name applied to work produced by a group of artists which include Henri Matisse and André Derain from around 1905 to 1910, which is characterized by strong colors and first brush work. Ang Fauvism ay nag-start din siya pag 1905 until 1910. Si Henri Matisse o si André Derain, sila ay artist sa Fauvism. Si Henri Matisse was a French artist known both for his use of color and his flirted and original draftsmanship. He was a draftsman, printmaker, a sculptor, but is known as primarily as a painter si Henri Matisse. Muni ang iyang artworks, The Desert Harmony and The Goldfish. André Derain, also a French artist, pareha sila painter, sculptor. And si André Derain o si Henri Matisse may mga co-founders sa Fauvism with may co-founder of Fauvism. Silang duha. Mo ni siya ang artworks ni André Derain, The Pool of London and The Big Ben. The painting Derain and Matisse exhibited were the result of a summer spent working together in Colliquer in south of France and were made use bold, non-naturalistic colors often applied directly from the tube and well-loose dab of paint. The other like-minded artists associated with Fauvism include Georges Braque, Raoul Dufy, Georges Revolt, and Maurice de Villamenec. Si Georges Braque is a major 20th century French painter, collagist, draftsman, printmaker, and sculptor. Para sila ni Derain. His alliance with Fauvism from 1905 and the role he played in development of Cubism. Large stress mo ni ang paint ni George Braque. Raoul Duffy, also a French Fauvism painter. He developed a colorful decorative style that became fashionable for design of ceramics and textile. Regatta at Cueves. Mo ni ayang paint ni Raoul Duffy. George Rouault, also a French painter, draftsman, and print artist, whose work is often associated with Fauvism and Expressionism. The Old King is the paint of George Rouault. Maurice de Villaminic was a French painter. He is considered one of the principal figures in the Fauvism movement, a group of modern artists who, from 1904 to 1908, were united in their use of intense color. Mura si Maurice, mo ni ihang paint nga use ni ang intense colors kanang mga basa. Sa ako lang kanang basa. Paint. Fauvism and color theory. Interested in the scientific color theories developed in 19th century, particularly those relating to complementary colors. Our pairs of colors appears opposite each other on scientific models such as the color wheel and side by side in a painting to make each other look brighter. Fauvism can be seen as an extreme extension of post-impressionism of Van Gogh combined with the neo-impressionism of Sartre. Post-impressionism is a French art movement that developed roughly between 1886 and 1905 from the last exhibition to birth of Fauvism. Concern for the naturalistic depiction of light and color picture. Muna siya ang post-impression nga paint. Ang neo-impressionism is a term by French art in 1886 describe an art movement founded by Georges Seurat. Attempt to drive harmonious vision from modern science and architecture and late 19th century around the value of art. Muna siya ang non-impressionism. That's all. And thank you.